one. We're alive.
All right, we will go ahead and call to order the Alamance County Board of Elections meeting for February 24th, 2026. We are sorry for the delay, but a couple of our members cannot be here today. So we will go ahead and I think we have Peter Shea with us.
Indeed, but I have no comments to formally make to the board today.
Formally made. That's a new adoption. Okay, so without public comment, is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So the agenda being approved, has everybody had the opportunity to read last week's minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Not rushing.
Make motion to approve.
All right, and with a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
And we have some judge replacements.
Yes, we have 4 precincts that at the last minute we've had some judges that won't be able to serve this election, so we've had to make temporary replacements, and I will pass this around for y'all's approval. They have been trained. We've already, the new temporary judges have already been trained.
So are these people who've been
They-
doing early voting and now they just
Well, this is for election day.
okay.
This is
Gotcha,
election
gotcha.
day, and they have worked the election. They've either been a judge or an assistant, but they've worked several elections. And then we give them the judge and chief judge training.
Okay.
So they go through that.
Do you need this on?
Make a motion to approve.
Then it's this on.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, I'll need to sign.
Here you go. And so by motion and signature, we have approved the chief judge and judge temporary replacements. And we will move on to this week's absentee ballots.
All right. To answer Ben's question from last week, you asked about the previous midterm numbers for absentees. So this was overall total for May 17th, 2022. Civilian issued was 553. Military was 2. Overseas was 9. Returned civilian was 390. Military was 1. And overseas was 5.
And that was for 22.
22, yeah, for the entire duration of absentees for the May 17, 2022 midterm. So for today, we are looking at 50 civilian, 3 military overseas. I did have the spoiled 2 ballots. One of them was due to voter error, and then the other one was because she put the wrong mailing address for out of state. So we had to spoil that and resend an entire new packets to her. Your totals since January 12th, 2026, civilian mailed is 370. Military overseas mailed is 24. We did issue out 2 cure letters. One of them was, well, both of them were in regards to photo ID. One was an expiration date issue. The other one was wrong type of photo ID returned. Civilian return to date has been 114. Military overseas returned is 11. And one of those cures letters has come back returned to cure and amend problem with that ballot. So for the 50 civilian, just pull 5. And then since you have an odd number for military overseas, do you want to pull 1 or do you want to pull 2 out of 3?
Might as well do 2.
Okay.
Hard to believe it's already almost about that time.
This time next week.
And I did do a final count. So for all the absentee meetings that we've had, for anything that's been turned in, we're looking so far at 121.
And I want to look at what the.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Let's see the, looking at the expiration.
Sure.
I don't want to forget to do that.
Yeah, as long as you don't turn it toward the owl where it can be seen on the live stream, you're good.
I don't know if I did right.
Just keep it away from the owls.
Watches everything.
Yes, it does.
It might be on the edge. There you go.
Change.
Where the expiration date
Yeah.
is.
I think that was probably a passport. With that,
So we have this person has not checked a service box.
They're military. They're going to be
And we
overseas.
just assume from this that they should have checked overseas citizen.
They tend
They
not
just
to.
did
Yeah,
not check it.
yeah, they tend not to.
That
They
was my takeaway.
Yeah, they're more concerned about getting the signatures where they need to have signatures, and I think the having to show a photo ID now is throwing quite a few off.
Okay.
that'll make it hard for you to find it.
Dawn has taught me well to know where to look on these things.
This is a question I
Yeah.
suppose I've not encountered before. Is it okay that their witnesses are not Alamance County residents?
Yes, as long as they are over the age of 18. So part of the packet that they are given is the two envelopes. They're given the photo ID, common ID flyer. They're given the photo ID exception form. They're given 4 pages of instructions. 2 of those pages are actually state law, general statute regarding specifically absentee ballot by mail.
Yeah, it referred to
Yeah.
on the front
Yeah.
fold something, but since they got it, I figured I would ask instead.
It's on the,
Side right here.
should be on the top maybe.
Here.
Yeah.
For sure.
Some on the top, some on the side, depending on what, company we,
Yeah. And then sometimes it opens on the left, sometimes.
There's one on the side right there. Crud Ledge is coming out of me right now.
If you get a little air in the pocket, it tends to work.
Well, if you can get there in it, we'll not take it out anymore.
mind holding that to the side, Gary, I had a question about it. The last one I think was you, yeah. I think the other one is the one I need to hold on to. But that's it. It's okay. Everybody's looked at it. I just will have a plan. I'm gonna wait for Gary to be done. So the one I was talking about, and I guess people can look at it again if they need to. The signature on that one versus the signature on the license. Does anybody have any thoughts on that or no?
We don't look at the signature.
Well, then having reviewed all of those things,
Yeah.
is there a motion to approve the absentee ballots?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. I was not asking if you. looked
Yeah,
at
no,
this.
so, yeah, for the photo ID,
Making sure
yeah,
what
you're
they
strictly
had
looking
any
at, does the
concept.
name on the photo ID reasonably resemble or substantially similar to the name on the ballot on the reverse sticker? Is the photo visible? Could it make out of a person? And is the expiration date there? And is it
So
an
we don't
acceptable type
care
of
if
ID?
it looks at all similar. Okay.
They
They're
tell us
working.
We're not signature experts.
They're working on the electronic version at the state level, but where they are exactly on that, we haven't heard any word for a while now. So
Well, I guess we'll let that line. I'll get back to us. We'll let the AI experts.
yes, we'll let the AI experts handle
The
that one.
machine knows.
Yes.
And is there any other business?
Did they approve the?
Did y'all make a
Yeah.
motion to approve?
Oh, okay. You missed that. Okay, I do have a couple things I want to, just go, I gave you the early voting totals as of last night. So as of 1:45 today, we had 370 vote today. And so an overall total is 6,566 voters. We're hoping we vote 10,000 by Saturday. That's where we stand now with early voting. Then we do have one absentee. We still have to do our weekly list maintenance. So since this voter voted and y'all approved their absentee ballot, she has now appeared on the deceased list. So the next step, this has not been counted. So what we need to do is we need to challenge this voter. So I need y'all's approval to send a letter to this deceased voter. So, and then at Canvas, you will challenge the ballot because y'all did approve it.
Right.
Now we're not going to count it. That will save a step. If this had been counted and the
That would take us into our wonderful territory.
exactly. So
The recount.
we will
dispute.
hold this one out, and if the challenge goes ahead, then this ballot would be taken out of the approved stack. But so my question to y'all at this point, if you want me to move forward with sending the challenge letter.
Yes,
Okay.
because they're in motion to do so.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
So the rule is you have to be, if you have deceased, if you are alive on election day, you're good. But if you pass before then, even if you have cast an absentee or some form of absentee,
Right.
that still cannot count.
That's correct.
Okay.
I think that was clarified after last year
Yes.
because we had that confusion at this table
Yes.
I think that's
based on the
somebody that
language.
passed on election day.
Yeah,
Yes.
we had somebody that
Yes.
passed on election day as well.
And
That
so
person that getting counted or not?
Mhm.
the election day person, I think, did.
Did it?
Yeah,
I thought,
we had a dispute about other people, but
but it wasn't that.
not that
Okay.
person.
So,
I can't be.
The other-
That, I believe, was the one person
Who did count,
The other part was the people
who
who,
had voted and then moved
Yeah.
before election.
yeah. And
They
then there was,
registered in another county before election day.
And
They
we
voted
had some
here.
of the early voting site people who passed for election day. That was the whole other.
the state wasn't giving y'all the DHHS list and
Right.
frequently enough or something.
Right.
That's what I remember.
Because that's why they have to give it to you like every.
It's weekly now, and we
Yeah.
have to, we have to, do our, list maintenance through elections. It doesn't halt at the start of elections. We have to do it through elections. So every Wednesday, we get the DHHS list and the felony list, and, so anybody that shows up that has voted already, then the board has to challenge those votes.
if you get a list of folks that have passed, I guess who a death certificate's been issued,
Mhm.
and then that is compared against voter rolls and all. Okay.
And
Yes.
the issue that we had last year with the protests that was brought here was they had not sent them the list. It was bi-weekly, I guess, at that time, and so
It just
was
happened to
not
fall.
even known at that time until they brought that protest that those people had passed before election day.
So, what's the process? You said a letter is sent to the family?
No, it's sent to the voter.
Okay.
At the
Last known address, the letter is sent to the
that's
voter.
correct, yes. To appear before. y'all.
Basically, if for some reason this is a
Yeah.
mistake, they can prove
Right,
that they have not
exactly.
passed away.
Exactly.
All right, anything else?
That's all I have.
Okay.
Oh, I do have one other thing. I'm sorry. Did want to let y'all know that the unaffiliated candidate has gotten all of the signatures required. So, his name will appear on the ballot in November. He had submitted 6,011 signatures, and out of that, 4,881 were certified. He only needed 4,741. So he did get the number of signatures required for his name to appear on the ballot.
So, what percent of that is required? Of the
It's
total
four,
voter
it's
registration?
4% of the total registration as of January the 1st.
So, if there were 100,000 registered voters, they had to get 4,000 certified.
Yeah, we had, at that time, our totals were 118,519. So 4% of that is 4,741.
Okay, and they had what, 4,881, so they just made it.
So he will be coming in to, he'll bring his, he's doing all the proper paperwork now.
And they have to file that before primary day, still like along with the petition.
He's completed the petition work. So
Right.
you'll have to certify that when everything's final. Then you, as the board chair, will certify that his petition was properly,
Okay, so he's gonna bring this, and I'm gonna look at all these 4,780 something signatures. Okay,
so,
just wanted to prepare myself.
yes.
And did they still have to file like the candidacy paperwork, or
That's
did they
correct.
already file that
Yes.
pre-petition?
He's coming in Thursday,
Mhm.
and we're meeting with him to go over everything he needs to do. He has to
Gotcha.
file his filing fee, and there's some more paperwork he's
Gotcha.
going to have to do at that point.
And that's just has to be before primary day.
That-
Is that right? Okay.
Well, actually, he had until primary to turn in
To get the
signatures.
signatures. Yeah.
This is just, he's completed now. So what this could have been done after the primary as well, but
Okay,
he has.
he just
completed-
has to have the signatures by the primary.
That's correct.
Go done the paperwork. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
What will we be reviewing?
Well, he'll just
Well, he'll-
certify,
Okay.
he'll certify that with
His
I was
petition,
thinking something
yeah, his
better than
petition
that.
right now is
Good.
currently what's called it's
in progress.
in progress at the state level. We're waiting for him to turn in his felony disclosure statement from the North Carolina Sheriff's Division and Association. We can't do anything until that paperwork comes in. So he's coming in on Thursday to bring that in. And then once that comes and we confirm that he's met all the criteria for the felony disclosure, then we've got to go into candidate filing and get him officially filed, but there's a certain way we have to file him because he's going under unaffiliated. And then,
Nothing can be easy.
then we got to change it from in progress to certified, and then that's what you have to approve.
So that is probably something I can hang out later on the
Yes.
Tuesday meeting and just review it
That's correct.
after everybody else.
We've never had a petition.
Yeah, we're having to go with the state. I've worked here like over 20 some years, and this is that we've had a county unaffiliate. And I'm sure at the state level, they've had many that's, been certified, but this is the first one that I've experienced that's been certified that went. So we're working with the state. They're walking us through everything.
Your school board about 10 years ago, you had signatures.
School board,
It was like,
that's
It's nonpartisan.
that's nonpartisan. So
it was a writing, someone who wanted to be
yeah,
a writing
that
candidate.
probably
That's different.
that's different.
You
Yeah.
don't have to get a petition to be a writing
No.
candidate. You just have to, there's some paperwork you have to file and all that. Okay.
You do, yes, that's correct.
Well, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So we are adjourned.
Okay.